Ron Garvin and Jim Garvin then defeat the Red Raider and Joe Cruz. Ron Garvin, dear Lord have mercy, he gave
Shoves his whole nuts up that guy's chin.
Poor old Red
that
Raider.
that dude got both balls dipped into the back of his throat on that pin. There's really no other way to put it. I'm trying to get to a picture of it so that the Patreon folks can see it. But it was
It
pretty
is
damn
just.
impressive.
Let me see if I can't snuggle these nuts up against your fucking chin, pal.
So he just knocked him out, and then wham! I mean,
Yes.
balls in cock.
Uh,
Uh-uh.
He, Doc is drunk. He's laughing uncontrollably.
that's
No,
fucked
I mean,
up.
look how.
I mean, look at that. Poor old Red Raider.
Bruh, Garvin's balls and dick are centimeters from this man's mouth. That's the ultimate right there. All right, Doc, what do you got? You're laughing. You never said anything else. You just laughed. What else you got?
No, seriously, in all seriousness, I mean, you're out there working with another man, and your bodies are rubbing up against each other. You know, you're grabbing people places, but you're putting on a performance. But Mike, at the end of the night, you're laying down for the 1, 2, 3, and that screen grab happens. I mean, what are you thinking as a wrestler at that point?
That's probably why he's wearing a mask.
Well, that's the upside of it. He does have a mask on.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know what
still
I'm thinking.
happening to you. It's still happening to you whether you're wearing a mask or not.
I took a lot of pins and looked up at a lot of lights, but I never had anyone do
no
that.
nutsack.
No, that wasn't part of it.
And so here's the other question that now I must ask after 2.5 years of watching him do this. I remember and this is going to be shameful for me, but I remember a Hogan Knows Best on VH1 where he told that little Tokyo Drifter son of his, Nick, back in the day, he would drink his raw eggs and then leave the eggs on his mustache so that when he went to go lock up, he could blow a rotten egg in his opponent's face.
That's gross.
Right. But there's some wrestlers I heard back in the day make sure that they were clean and make sure that they were, you know, hey, I'm working with somebody here. The least I could do is show some respect and come out, you know, showered and deodorant. And then there's the stories of some other guys here. Do we think it's possible that Ron Garvin is doing this as part of a rib, that his nuts are just the nastiest nuts on the circuit? This is the rib?
I don't think so. I don't think
I
so.
hope not.
I don't think it's a rib. I think this is just Ronnie's thing, and yeah, that's not a rib.
Why don't you go to the next Comic-Con and tell him he's wrong for doing that?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I remember though explaining to Bo James like what this was all about, because like Bo doesn't listen to the show every week, but somebody he got a
That's
couple
his
of tweets.
problem.
Yeah.
He got a couple of tweets about Ronnie, and he knows Ronnie Garvin well, and he got a couple of tweets about Ronnie handing out chin nuts. Bo in that Tennessee accent is like, man, what's this? I can't do a Bo James voice, but
No, that's not Bo James, you dirty bastard.
yeah.
No.
What is this about Ronnie giving out chin nuts? I had to explain it to him. I was like, well, Bo, I mean, you've watched a lot of Ronnie's matches. You ever notice how he sits on the guy's chest and basically puts his balls on the dude's mouth? He just started laughing. And Bo's a clean dude. Like, you know, he doesn't curse and all that stuff. He's, you know, church going man. Good for him, you know, whatever floats your boat. And I just was like, you know, he's basically putting his cock, his balls on the man's mouth, you know, every time he pins him. He just kind of chuckled. So, yeah. I don't think it was a rib. I just think it was just the way he did it. He knocked the guy out, and his intent was to sit on the guy's chest. I don't think his intent was to give him a you know, sweaty balls. But with this guy, he's definitely got his balls on his chin. There's a Rudy Ray Moore adult.